protect your neck. Three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger, kiss the death, friend, protect your neck. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. Time to gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already dead. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome to 96. You a shook one, breathe easy, know the ledge. I'm your, what's that? I smell. Let me count my. I'm 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Miami Dolphins. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Nifty move. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, ready! 380! Hey, go orange 5-4.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
5-4.
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And right side, Henry's got it. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And it's incomplete.
Used to have a coach who used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he finds Stills, complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Load it. Set. Run 80.
Now Gordon on 1st down. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Ready. 380.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. Fighting through, and he's got space. There goes Melvin Gordon. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Rivers now from the 50. And that is incomplete here. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and now it's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
Let's go.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Hurry up.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gun, 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 gun. Gun, 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 gun.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He sets to fire deep. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw, Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
Here you go, man. Good. 180. Hey, I'm going to go load it.
Now Rivers. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he puts it through. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete. Stills. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. Returning, it's Benjamin. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Hey, I'm going to go load it.
Right back to him on first down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now they try the right side here. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Charles Harris in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
This is Clement. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And it's caught by Parker. Devontae Parker. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down, Rivers. And he whips that one incomplete there. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Here's Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they can't bring him down. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Here's Desmond King on the return. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a second down throw for Rivers. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
Looking to throw. Going deep here for Stills. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Now let's go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Alert, alert. 3 down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll throw now on the final play. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A huge play there on the screen pass. 49 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
A run, it's Clement. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll set up the throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Lucky 56. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll run again with Clement. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. They'll run with Clement. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. It's a quarterback sneak, and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in, and the Dolphins add on to their lead. Ron Rivera didn't get the nickname Riverboat Ron for nothing. His guys are going to go for 2 here. Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Able to slither by. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And they'll go with the ground attack here, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Rivers now on second down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, Rivers throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Rivers now. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Hey, 79!
And they'll go on the ground. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Chargers on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90!
They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Dolphins on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Back to throw here. Going up top. He's got him in. Complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's the backup Tannehill. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Looking to throw on second down. Rivers. Allen's got it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead. Here to start quarter number 4. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Throwing, Rivers. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41.
Let's go.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. That'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
Lost the right.
Again, it's Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
To throw on 2nd down. Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5.
Wider.
Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
52's the mic, boys. 52. Ready, hunt.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape, And in previous games, that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Run. Lock.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Let's go. Good. 30. Good stuff.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. But that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
On the carry, here's Clement. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Off play action, Tannehill. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Let's go.
And they take a knee. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Get your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Miami, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just see the bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse deep and I raiding. We act the fool for the paper, had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me, bet on my bacon. Big it flat in the bacon, I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cop a roof all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like $1 million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be body